Well, thank you for coming in here. Again, my name is Kaj Holm. I teach 5th grade here. I do the math, science, and social studies side of things. This is my 4th year now in the district. I did win 3 grants. The Bill Nye videos, the Magic School Bus videos, there are educational value to that, and it does make a lot of connections to what we are teaching. The problem with what we had with the Bill Nye videos, we only had about 8 or 9 videos in the library, and because they were on VHS, trying to jam 28 to 30 kids around a TV isn't really feasible. And unless you know, luckily I know how to wire my VCR to my smartboard, most people have to have that crowd around a TV. By having the DVDs, now you have a new updated technology that can be used to watch these videos, but now they can be played through our computers, which are hooked up to the smart boards for those who are not so technologically inclined. And what this set is, if you open up the case, you have a case that has the numbers 1 through 12 in it. And I passed out to you actually a worksheet we did about 2 weeks ago for our division unit. What this really does is it allows me to have kids work on problems to where they can self-check, self-monitor their progress while I work with other students who might need that extra assistance. And so if you're looking at the worksheets, every single sheet has 12 problems on it. And what it does is I have all the kids put the 12 numbers at the top. If you look at the bottom part of the clear section, there's letters A through L. And what the kids can do with the worksheets is there will be a problem. So for this one, number 1 is 560 divided by 7. And what they're looking for is that answer in the bottom answer key. And for that, 560 divided by 7 would be 80. So they would find the 80 answer, which happens to be B. They would take their number 1 tile, because that's the first problem, and stick it in letter B. And they keep doing that for every single problem. I'm just randomly putting numbers in here until they get all 12 problems solved. And what happens after they get all 12 solved, and what's nice about this updated version, the old version, you had to close it, flip them, reopen it, hope the pieces didn't fall out. Now what they've done is put a glass bottom on the back, so all they have to do is look at the design on the back. On the bottom right corner of every worksheet is what the pattern is supposed to look like. The third grant, and the big one that I'm most especially proud of, and it's been running for a little while now, is my 3D printer. And the grant was basically wherever your imagination can take you. In 5th grade, we have with the Next Gen Science Standards changing for this year, we have a big engineering piece, and they have to basically come up with, the way I'm interpreting it and going to use it, come up with an invention. Some sort of engineering piece where they have to plan out cost of materials, they have to figure out blueprints, things of that nature. And I planned on making it before I had gotten this with just regular household items, them coming up with their ideas, but now through a computer program you can design basically anything without mechanical parts. And it's only your imagination that limits you. So once they have their designs drawn out, the goal is to actually print out a prototype of what they have designed. What I've used it most commonly for are for various fidgets for the students to use in class to occupy their hands with. One of the main things I printed, and what's printing right now, is what's called a coffin's cube. It's pretty much like Tetris pieces that come together and make a 3x3x3 cube. It's a big brain teaser that the kids, after they're done with their assignments, love to be able to try and solve and put the pieces together and figure out. These pieces, even though they look completely solid, most of it is hollow, just to get the printing process going a little bit quicker. You can have it as thick or as hollow as you want it to, but as long as it's not an actual mechanical piece, you can pretty much print whatever you'd like.